Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's what my mother told me to say when I was a kid if someone was picking on me. Hello, I'm Jerry Johnson, and I welcome you to another edition of Against the World. Recently, I was asked to participate in an anti-bullying campaign for a local middle school. It was decided that I would make a few closing remarks on why bullying is bad and kids what they should do about it. As I was on my way to the school that morning, a thought came into my mind. We had bullies when I went to school. Kids got picked on, called names, tripped, made fun of, and I'm guessing that at one time or another, it happened to just about all of us. But nobody, and I mean nobody, ever committed suicide over those incidences. No one ever grabbed a gun and shot up their school or made homemade bombs in the hope of blowing the bully to kingdom come. So what's changed? One would think with all the sensitivity training, the I'm okay, you're okay, and shouts of everybody's a winner philosophy going around, that kids would be walking around with smiles on their face singing in the rain. But they're not. Perhaps the problem isn't that we have more bullies, but that we've raised a generation of kids who have been so sheltered and protected by nurturing mothers on the one hand, and fathers who are AWOL on the other, that kids simply do not know how to handle adversity when it comes their way. Instead of teaching our children that sticks and stones may break their bones, but words will never hurt them, we've enforced just the opposite. We tell them words can hurt their sensitive little psyches. We have them wearing their hearts on their sleeves, and we never warn them that someone may step on their heart. Parents hover over their children like helicopters, never letting their kids experience failure or loss. We teach them reason and logic are antiquated, and that they need to follow their heart and reason with their feelings. My friends, this may sound good in a fairy tale, but when these kids get into the real world, and by that I mean the real world for them, they are not mentally developed to handle bullies. And since they have been taught to reject reason and logic, they only have one course of action left when the pressure mounts, and that is to strike out irrationally. Their mindset is being further reinforced in our culture by folks who run around labeling anything they do not agree with as offensive. In fact, one hears this so often in the media, you would think that we have a constitutional right not to be offended. Beloved, what we need to teach our children is that no one can offend them. Offensive is something you take. It is not something someone else does to you. It is up to you whether to take offense to a statement or a lifestyle. I simply say don't. Don't allow yourself to be offended. Man up, woman up. Seriously, as a culture, we need to stop being so thin-skinned. It's what I call the sissification of America. What we need in this country and the church, which today is as infected with this don't offend me or I'll leave mentality, is men of iron who fear the Lord and no one else. Since my children could speak, I have given them over and over this inspired piece of advice from the Apostle Paul found in 1 Corinthians 13:11. When I was a child, I spake as a child, I understood as a child, I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. This passage is as just applicable to the church and the culture she is called to serve. We need to put away childish things. We need to stop letting bullies bother us. We need to stop being offended. We need to grow up. Until next time, this is Jerry Johnson standing contra mundum against the world.